You're listening to the Launchcast, the podcast about leadership, business, life, and growth with me, your host, George Andriopoulos.
It's like food for your ears.
What do we got here? Oh, TEDx Farmingdale. Fabrizio, remember that dancing TED song with the Irish twist? Yeah. Good job, buddy. Guys, TEDx Farmingdale. It's back. The 2021 TEDx Farmingdale event theme is Origins and Evolution. Which is so fitting because we have evolved, and I am so excited about this event. Why am I excited? Because I'm not just the LaunchDad here at the Launchcast, guys. I am the executive producer and licensee of TEDx Farmingdale. It's the third annual. We're back for the third time, but what's exciting is we're back with an in-person event. This time, we're taking it back to basics. Nice and small boutique event, intimate, at Charlotte's Speakeasy in Farmingdale Village. It's that joint downstairs from the yogurt shop. You know it, behind the bookcase, the secret password, all that stuff. So, TEDxFarmingdale.com. By the time you hear this, if tickets are still available, which they probably won't be, you can buy them right there on the website. But you know what will be available? Tickets for the live stream. That's right, we are live streaming this bad boy. 12 p.m. October 9th, 2021. Get your tickets for the live stream or get your in-person tickets and join us for a couple of drinks, some food, cabaret atmosphere. It's going to be incredible. Why is it going to be incredible? 8 incredible speakers giving 7 talks. Who do we have? Maria Elizabeth Mali, Dr. Sonia Chopra, Kristen Donnelly, PhD, Aleem Arif. We have John Lee Cronin and Mark X. Cronin from John's Crazy Socks giving an incredible talk. We have news legends, Lisa Mateo from CBS News and local news anchor legend Carol Silva, all on our stage, all on our red dot, giving their TEDx talks. I cannot wait to share this with you guys. Remember, TEDxFarmingdale.com for details. October 9th, 2021. Fabrizio, I did not get you a ticket, but it's okay. I'll show you the videos after. Good job in the song, buddy.
At this time, I'm going to ask that you fasten your seatbelts.
Launch sequence.
Launch sequence activated.
Launch sequence activated.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Woo! Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Launchcast. Season 3. Goosebumps already. It's the trailer, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with another season, and I am so excited to be able to finally use my catchphrases again. So right now, it's the LaunchDad himself, George Andriopoulos, bringing you your favorite podcast on the planet for the third season in a row as the beat drops.
Into the black hole.
What is happening, my friends? George Andriopoulos back on the mic for season 3 of the Launchcast. And guess what? I know we have done this on and off and in and out. And I talk about my studio and doing this from home and my studio and my home computer and my private office and that. Listen, we're officially back in the studio now. God willing, pandemic willing, we will stay here, and it's looking like that. I got this place opened up again. Launchpad 516, my company, our offices are reopened, which is so exciting for me, which means my studio is reopened, and we are following all kinds of COVID protocols here, and that means that we are going to be bringing live guests back again this season. That's right. So, here we are for the trailer for season 3. What are we going to talk about here? We're going to talk about what's coming on season 3, some changes, what's been going on these last few months, what was going on with season 2. We'll talk about it all. So, first thing is first, season 2. So season 2 was an abbreviated season. It became extremely difficult to balance so many things. Man, I had work stuff and family stuff and a new baby, and we talked about this last season. I'm going to get into this more in the first episode of season 3 officially, but we had a loss in my family, a personal loss. My father-in-law passed away of COVID, which was really, really crazy for us. And so, life just happened. I had a second podcast. We've talked about it here, the Over My Dad podcast with Dave Thompson. And I needed a break, I needed a break in order to continue being the leader that I needed to be for my family, for, my business, for everything that I'm doing. I just kind of needed to focus on priorities. And, although I love this podcast and it really is a priority for me professionally, both from a professional standpoint and from a leadership standpoint, to be able to share all these things that I learned with you guys, it's a huge priority for me. But I had to prioritize things over going into another, 20-something episodes of the podcast last season. So we had an abbreviated season. We wrapped up in like late May, early June, I think. And the plan was to always get back by the end of the year. We launch our seasons around the holidays, around like early December. So, hey, this time October, right? So a little different. So that's that. What is new for this season? What's coming up? So, this theme of leadership, it's always going to be the main thing that we talk about here on the Launchcast. Everything I do has leadership in mind. I always say that you need to stand up, right? If you believe in something and you have a voice and you are a leader, you need to stand up and make that voice heard. And so we are going to continue doing that. But in order to continue doing that, I think the narrative has to change a little bit here on the Launchcast, right? We have been interviewing leaders for 2 seasons now. Incredible leaders in business, leaders in activism, leaders in just everything. And so we're going to continue doing that, of course, right? That's the bread and butter of the Launchcast. But I want to start having some more important conversations on here, right? And that's not to take anything away from the interviews that we've done, but we've had a few episodes in the past that were episodes based in conversations around things that are happening in the world. We had our 4-part How to Be a Human Being series in season 1 that I was so proud of. And so there are things that are ongoingly so important in our world right now. And I think giving this podcast some space to breathe from just those interviews and providing a platform to have some of these conversations with multiple people, it's something that we are going to sort of sprinkle in this season a little bit. But of course, those interviews are going to remain in place as an important part of what we do. We're going to do some mini episodes too, right? They don't all have to be so heavy. They don't all have to be the 90-minute interviews that get into the life and times of our guests. Some of them can be a little bit lighter, talking about events and important things that are happening. So we're going to sprinkle a lot of that in. It's not going to be the consistent same format that you've always seen from the Launchcast, which has been either an interview with a guest or a soapbox episode with me, save for those few panel discussions that we've had on here. It's going to be so much more than that now, right? And I can't wait to get into all of that as the season progresses. What are you going to see? Panel discussions like we talked about, debates about super important topics. And when I say debates, we're bringing all the voices in. So I can't wait for you guys to see that. Amazing interviews coming up with some amazing people, some roundtable discussions that I'm excited about. I'm in the public speaking world, and you guys know that I'm not only a 3-time TEDx speaker, I'm a TEDx executive producer. So we're going to bring in some voices from that TEDx community to talk with you guys, and that's going to be so much fun. We're going to bring in some entertainment on the show, right? On my other podcast, the Over My Dad podcast, that's more of a, easygoing comedy stylings and all this fun stuff that we do, some bits and stuff like that. That's not what this is going to be about. This is going to be more of entertainment in terms of music performances that we're going to have on here, people in studio, bringing back some old guests that are going to be fun. So I can't wait for you guys to see all that season 3 is about. I do want to quickly just apologize for sort of abruptly ending last season. It just kind of had to happen. It just kind of had to happen. It was, I didn't have anything left to give for sort of a finale of last season. And I had to just be there for my family for, all that we were going through as we grieved. And so, I abruptly stepped away, but I apologize for that. It's part of leadership is taking ownership of the things that you do wrong. Part of leadership is, being there for all of the people in your life in different ways and being able to prioritize things. So I did that. I'm not sorry for that. But we're back, season 3. This thing ain't going anywhere. I'm so excited. Guys, another season that I can't wait to share with you guys. And I want to thank you for continuing to be my ride or dies. This Launchcast thing is something that I never expected to become what it is. And so I want to thank you for continuing to be with me here on this podcast, continuing the listenership, continuing the support, the shares, the downloads, the streams, the love from our sponsors. Love all our sponsors. I'm not going to let you down. This is going to be a good season. Guys, we'll see you next time.
Launch sequence terminated.
Into the black hole.
Thanks for listening to the Launchcast today. Please make sure to subscribe to this feed wherever podcasts are available. Follow me, George Andriopoulos, at Launchpad CEO on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. And make sure to visit our website, guys, thelaunchcast.com. Looking forward to the next episode. See you soon, guys.